Good evening, everybody. How you guys doing? And it is approximately 9:34 p.m. on a Sunday evening. Now, I just got done watching a video on Ted Cruz really roasting the Democrats on their voting of repealing a free speech part of the free speech Constitution and of the Constitution, and this was like right around 2014 when the Democrats wanted to really get rid of the free speech part of the First Amendment. And Harry Reid was also involved wanting to repeal that part. But it didn't go very well. Now it's about, I would say, more of right around 8 years ago. 8 years ago. Now these days, hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Now these days, if there's any opinion, any kind of anything about free speech, that's been. Here, let me sit down here. Gotta sit down. Now we all have a right to free speech. We all have a right to an opinion and the freedom of expression. And so you got, over the last 8 years, there's been this attack on free speech. And the Democrats and the far left, you got all these groups that are anti-free speech because they hear things that they don't even agree with, and then we hear stuff that we don't agree with. And so there are. It does bug a lot of people that they don't like what they hear, but it's protected under the Constitution. It's protected under the First Amendment. It's like whenever you get stopped by a cop, or if you're walking down the road and you're filming outside, and someone has a wall hair up their ass and calls the cops, and hey, mamas, hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Got a kitty in the background, but all of a sudden you mind your own business. You're pretty much filming on the sidewalk. You're on the corner, or you're on public property. Let's say that you're at a park, which it's a public park, paid for by taxpayers, and it's pretty much that somebody don't like you filming, which is basically the freedom of the press. And again, you could be having your little phone, and you're filming in public, and you're bothering nobody, just mind your own business, and you're working on a story, being a citizen that's a investigating the city, the police department or whatnot, which is your right because you're a taxpayer and you pay the taxes for the roads, the buildings, and shit like that, the repairs to the road structures, and that's where your tax dollars go, is to repair the roads, the structure, buildings, and everything else. Putting up new traffic lights, cameras, the whole camera thing on the stoplights and whatnot. New signs. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. But Butcher's is he's in the back, so it's kind of just chilling on the railroad tie there. But someone calls, doesn't know that you're protected under the First Amendment, freedom of the press, freedom of speech. See, cops don't really know the law as they think they do, because they say, well, it's suspicion. Okay, suspicion's not a crime, but they try to make it that way. It's not a crime. Because free speech, we're talking about freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, to peacefully assemble, which is your right, which cops have been violating for years, but it has to be peacefully protest, not a violent one, as we've seen with Antifa and BLM. Completely violent shit, And what they also do is they would block the roadway, block the roadway, and trying to get themselves killed. And they're protesting in the middle of the road for no reason. There is no reason, at all. Because you got cars and trucks and big vehicles, between 3,800 pounds, between 2,800 pounds to about 20,000 pounds, Big trucks, big rigs, ambulances and shit like that, the whole thing, And they could do 40 to 55, 65, and these are heavy vehicles. I mean, you could get hit at 40 miles an hour and die at 40 miles an hour, And, I mean, this happened during the 2016 election. All these idiots are in the middle of the road and just really protesting for what? Toll price and whatnot? We need to lower the toll roll, bro. But the thing is, free speech is free speech, but violence in protesting is not free speech. Now, peaceful protesting is free speech. But if you're willing to assault somebody or destroy property, that's destruction and anarchy. Well, not so much anarchy, but it's more of a destroying property. It's not peaceful. It's not a protest. It's straight out rioting and looting and shit. It's more of destroying property, destroying businesses. It's not a protest. Um, I mean, if you want to protest peacefully, do it peacefully. Don't be attacking somebody or destroying their homes or their business. That's more like looting and rioting instead of a peaceful protest, man. It's just that sometimes you gotta think. You gotta think. You really gotta think. You have to think real hard on how can I do this without any violence. It's simple. Don't be violent. It's simple. Be very peaceful. Because these Democratic lawyers ain't going to charge you. Because why? They ain't got the balls. Why? Because they're born without any balls. What you doing, kitty? What you doing, mamas? Good girl. Got a little kitty back there, just kind of chilling. Are you chilling back there, huh, girl? Are you chilling back there? Well, I usually see a male cat back here, big fella, big fella. But she's kind of a tiny thing, tiny little thing. I've been seeing her a lot, off and on, more than I've seen the other one. The other one I've seen has almost like a calico color and stuff. Very pretty kitty. But for the last 8 years, they've been trying to get rid of the free speech thing, but only do it for corporations and shit, but only minimize the corporate free speech, But ever since this term hate speech been thrown around, these college kids, I call them overgrown children at these overpriced daycare centers called universities. They whine and bitch and moan, complain, offended. So they say that hate speech is not free speech. Hate speech is protected under the First Amendment as free speech. Now, I don't know where these Gen Z morons get their information from, but I tell you what, it's considered free speech. It's protected free speech. Now, I've always been a free speech rebel. Always have been, always will be. And again, I'm back here. You're in public. You got your phone. You're filming. And after a while, you're filming in public. You're taking pictures, all stuff like that. And all of a sudden, you see a patrol car pulling up, and all of a sudden, you kind of wondering, thinking, someone called. Yeah, someone called. Yeah. But for what, though? And it's obvious. You're out in public, you're on a sidewalk, and you're filming in public. Oh my god, he got his phone and he's filming me masturbating to squirrels. Then that would be one sick. Then again, that would be one sick motherfucker. Hey dude, why are you jerking off the squirrels, man? Don't you have your own nuts? Yeah, in my pants, and I can't fondle them because I like squirrels when they run around. They look like a baby feather duster. Then that is one sick fuck. What are you doing, Wes? Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Kind of chilling back there. What you doing, girl? Tie cat though, little tie cat. Because I would say a male one back here every once in a while, but it's been kind of hot. It's been kind of hot lately, and it's been kind of cool right now. It's kind of nice out here. Wish I had a hammock. Just kind of chill out here. A hammock and a radio scanner, listening to the what's going on out in the world. You know, I bought a scanner back in 2000. Was it 2000 late to 06, late 06? I went to a Radio Shack and spent $115 for a scanner, and I would listen to that all the time, all the damn time. It was like, dude, man, this is like insane, though, man, like, dude. Always used it, and but yeah, man, I tell you, I mean, if you're out, even driving around, doing errands, doing your shit you got to do during the day, get pulled over or stopped, and see, cops won't tell you the real reason why they stopped you. Well, I stopped because you were speeding. See, most cops know that dash cams record how fast you're going, and they save it. They save it. And cops know this, but they're willing to play stupid, you know. They'll even speed themselves, but blame you for it. You know. And how you can tell, brakes are hot. You can smell the brakes being hot, you know. Engine hot, you know. And they ask you that you have your license, registration, and your insurance. You get to them. Make sure you're fuck legit. You know. Yeah, here I'm legit. You know. Here you go. You know. And hello, viewer. How you doing? How's your weekend? Mine was peachy and cool. Well, it's when you're in the academy, you don't learn shit except how to really violate someone's rights, man. You know, I mean, they're good cops out there that have some common sense, but really know how to do their job. But other ones, the bad apples, don't know shit about the law because they're not taught the law that they're supposed to enforce. You know, and you could be filming to make sure that things go smoothly between you and the officer who stopped you, whether you're driving or whether you're walking down the street on the sidewalk, which is a public sidewalk, and because they'll ask for your ID, which is like What's the reason? What's the RS? You know. But they'll tell you, well, things are suspicious. Things suspicious. It's not a crime. It's not illegal to be suspicious. You know. Being suspicious is not illegal or crime in it anyway. But you ask them, how suspicious? How suspicious? Well, they'll give off some lame ass excuse. Like if you're on the road driving, say, well, your tail light's out even though it's not out. Just well, I smell marijuana. I need to check your car. Your car can be clean as a fucking whistle, and they won't find anything. And but yet even though they find nothing, like they took your car, all over the car, then their trunk, find nothing, then they call for canine, and yet find nothing again. Like, why are you willing to bring out another dumbass officer with another canine, check the car that you just checked and find nothing? You could be driving a Volkswagen, completely clean as a whistle, and yet find nothing. But yet, still gotta find something. Because in their minds, they know that you're hiding something. Dude, you just took my car, find nothing, but you're calling for backup for a canine unit. The dog's gonna find nothing, because hardly about 60% of canines find nothing. Nothing. Because why? They're poorly trained by officers. Officers don't care about the dog. All they care about is using the dog as a fake, well, we got something. Yeah, nothing. That's what you got. Nothing, and even though that you call them out on it, they're gonna arrest you for it if they choose to. And so I find it really, really just fucking dumb, dude. Really fucking dumb, man. Completely fucking stupid. I mean, like, really fucking stupid. That you're exercising your constitutional right, okay? You're exercising your rights. And anybody from a police officer, somebody working, or to somebody working in the city hall of records, you name it. DMV, what the fuck? They think that you're breaking the law, but you're not breaking the law. You're filming in public. And you take a picture of the federal building, which is completely legal under the DHS. There's a thing that they put out that you as a citizen have a right to, say, film the courthouse, film the, say, fire station or police station or whatever you call it. And the cops cannot stop you from doing that because it's all protected under the First Amendment. Now, every department has a policy where you as a citizen have a right to film the building, but also the officers. Officers can say, you can't film me because you got my permission. I don't need your permission. Under policy states, as well as the First Amendment, that I could film your stupid ass, as well as your dumbass department building here. And I've always been a free speech outlaw because I believe in free speech. I've always loved the term free speech, and I love free speech because I could say any fucking thing to whomever I goddamn well please. If they don't like it, fuck them. Fuck them, you know. You know, I could say whatever I want about anything to anybody I fucking well please. She's there, kind of look like doing this. What you doing, mamas? What you doing, girl? She's just chilling back there, doing this. She's a pretty cat. I mean, for being gray, she's a very pretty cat, you know. Still doing this. But yeah, I mean, you ain't got these dumbasses, you know, that they're so offended because you're not agreeing with what they're saying. You're actually not agreeing because they're full of shit, which is your right to do, because I have a right to disagree with what anybody says, you know. No problem with that, but you're not agreeing with me. Well, why do I have to? Because but the whole thing is that, you know, they get so offended by, so angry. She's doing this. The kitty. But the thing is, these little bastards and bitches complain, whine, and moan because they have no argument. They have no foot in this argument that they're trying to fake have. No, you know. And even though they know they cannot win the argument, they act like children. Democrats are like children. They call you every name in the book, knowing that they have lost the argument. They lost the debate. They have no legging in this, you know, verbal sparring match, you know. But you know, it's funny and it's hilarious because it's like I don't need to watch Jerry Springer to get a laugh. I see it on TV. I see it in life. I see people just whining, moping, complaining because they have no argument. Then they call you every name in the book that they could think of and shit, you know. They have no argument. Period, you know. And she's still doing this. She's just chilling over there. All right, folks. I'm going to go inside. It's kind of want to chill in the house for a bit. And the viewer is awesome to see you. But again, if you guys are new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for the notification, and always live healthy, happy, and wise. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed.